So, you're wanting to learn how to build the Beamsmasher, are you? Well, you came to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you just how to do that. First things first, what you're going to want to do is open up the entirety of the map, turning on the generators as you go. Once you get to the underground lab and turn that last generator on, you're going to want to go to the arsenal that is nearby. Then once you get inside of the arsenal, what you're going to do is put dead wire on your current weapon or whatever weapon you want to put on it for the time being. You're going to go to the lift, turn the lift on, make the lift rise, and as you're rising, you're going to look inside of this window right here. Then you're going to shoot it with your dead wire weapon on this electrical box, and then you're going to see the spark of electricity start to flow through wires. You're going to keep shooting the boxes that it stops on as it goes until you get to the last box that's right next to this set of double doors. Shoot it, it's going to open up the doors, and then right when you get in, you're going to shoot the zombie on the bottom left, and that is going to drop the EMF fob. Now that you have the EMF fob, what you're going to want to do is run around to 3 separate parts of the map looking for a box with a laptop on it marked X, Y, or Z. You're going to need these for the code to enter before you go on to the next step. The first location, you're going to want to run up these set of stairs, take a left, and you're going to see this box. You're going to go and hold your interact button on it, and it's going to pop up a little circle or multiple circles. The next location is going to be on the other side of the map. You're going to run up this set of stairs, take a right instead, and you will see the exact same box. The final location is going to be right under C Tower. You're going to run down, hook a left, and then hook your final left. You're going to see the box, hold F on it or your interact button, run back up the set of stairs or the rampway, and when you're passing this, what you're going to want to do is hold your interact button on this briefcase with the hand on it, and once you hold the interact on it, it will spawn in a lot of spiders, so be very careful. And then once you get this part from the briefcase, you're on to the next part. The next thing you're going to want to do is run back to the room that we opened up with dead wire. You're going to interact with this computer station-like area. When you interact with it, you're going to need to re-interact with it for the codes to appear. After they appear, you will then have the option to either bribe Peck, or you can do the math and get the codes for free. In this playthrough, I did the math to it, so I will explain it briefly on how to do it. But if you do not want to do that, you can skip to after I'm finished with this part. So for this next part, the math is fairly simple to figure out. All you're going to need to do is figure out your X, Y, and Z variables. And to do that, the symbols that were on the laptops, whenever we interacted with them, are going to be the key to figuring it out. On screen now, you see the whiteboard that has different symbols on it. The symbols that were on the laptop correlate to here. So, for example, if ours was the shaded gray and the white circle, the diagonal ones, it would be 11 because it's the left side correlates to 1, and then on the bottom it correlates to 1, making it 11, and then you would plug that into its specific variable, and you would do that for the other two. And then once you figure out the variables, all you have to do is plug it into the equation. And for the bottom one, if you're not sure, all you have to do is take the Y and the Z, add them, and then you add the X, and then you subtract the X, my bad. You take the absolute value of that, which just makes it positive if it's a negative, and then from there you got your codes. Once you've figured out your codes from either bribing Peck or doing the math, what you're going to want to do is come back to this laptop, input your codes, and then from there, what I have noticed is if you're on round 8 and you flip to round 9, it'll be an instant that you'll be able to pick it up and go. But if you're a couple rounds before, like in this game I'm on round 6, I have to flip it all the way until round 9 for the resonator to fully calibrate. But after that, once it is fully calibrated, pick it up and you're off to the next part Once you have flipped the round to round 9, you're going to want to come back to this computer station, pick up the multiphasic resonator, then you're going to want to go to either the underground lab, or you're going to want to go to your nearest place that has a boat station that you can either buy one or that has a free boat. You're going to want to take this boat because there is a certain part of the map that you go to if you want to know where exactly it is. It's the same every game, but if you look on the computer at where you picked up the multiphasic resonator, it pinpoints one certain spot on the map. You go there, and then you're going to see a blue orb when you get close to it in your boat. You're going to get to it, place your multiphasic resonator down, and then from there, it's going to rise up, shoot a certain zombie. It's completely random when it wants to do it sometimes. It's going to shoot that zombie with a little blue aura. You kill the zombie, either inside or outside of the orb. If you do it inside, you don't have to do anything, but if you shoot it outside of the orb, you're going to have to run to where you killed the zombie, pick up the orb, and then run it to the blue orb. And you do this twice, and after the second time, it moves to another location. A quick side note, make sure that after you fill up the second one on the blue or the next 2 orbs, make sure that you pick up your resonator before you go, because I cannot tell you how many times that I would go just to realize that I left the resonator at the previous location. After you have done the second orb for the blue one, you're going to see it start to like shake and shoot up into the sky and move on to another location. Pick up the resonator, move on to the next location. If you don't know exactly where it goes, you can see it flying through the air to where it's got to go. You're going to come to this island, and it's going to be a green orb. Same process, place the resonator down, and do as I previously said. Same thing with this one. After you've done it twice, it will shoot up into the air and move on to the next location. Pick up the resonator, get in your boat, come to this next island, and then, just like I said before, do the 2 orbs, fill it up, and then after this one, you'll be off to building the Beamsmasher. Last quick little side note, I forgot to mention it just a second ago, but make sure that after you fill this last purple one, you pick up the amp munition that's going to drop after you fill it up. Pick that up, and then you're on to building the wonder weapon. So now that you have the amp munition that you picked up from completing the purple orb, you're going to come back to this room that we opened up at the beginning of the game with that dead wire mod. You're going to come in here, come up to this crafting table, hold your interact button, and then voila, you have done it. You have built the Beamsmasher. If you like this video and you like this kind of content, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. If it's not the kind of content that you like, leave a comment. Let me know what kind of content you would like as well. I'm trying to put as much stuff out there as I can, so any kind of suggestion is wonderful. If you do not have any, that's completely fine. But if you like what you saw, leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell to know when I go live on YouTube if I do, and or if when next time I post a video. So on that note, I'll see you on the next one.